really cool. And all the people that you talk to, all these founders, they are our perfect audience. So we had a sponsorship going for 1 year just because we were on Twitter. Same deal for Paddle, my current sponsor for my podcast, because I've been talking to Paticus, like Patrick Campbell, on Twitter forever. I had him on my show long before they were my sponsor. I was talking to the founder of Paddle, the CTO of Paddle, the CMO of Paddle, long before they were a sponsor, just because I had relationships with them. Because I was following them through the lists, right, on Twitter. And then at some point I was like, hey, you guys interested? Here's my price. And they were like, let's see. Sure, why not? Let's do a couple months. They just renewed a couple weeks ago. That's how I monetize. The audience is a signal to the people with money to collaborate with me. I hope this makes sense. And just to kind of, I've been talking for 50 minutes now. Throat's getting a little hoarse. If you have any question right now about your unique situation or anything I've been talking about, we could do a little Q&A session right now, if you feel like it. I don't really have much more. I talked about my four-quadrant interactive strategy already, but let's maybe give you this kind of beginner-friendly couple ideas on how to do the small versus big thing. First thing that I would do right now is identify 5 to 10 people that you like, that are consistent on Twitter, and mirror their content. Don't exactly mirror their content, but write about the same things that they talk about. Write about the same topics that they are interested in. Like, look through their history on Twitter, find the topics, maybe just copy all their tweets, throw them into an AI somewhere, have them work it out. You don't have to do this manually anymore because we're living in the future. But do this, and then use these things as your talking points. Second thing, prioritizing to responding to those comments or to those posts that other people have, those 5 to 10 people, with substance. No first, no thanks, no great post. Like, put context on there. And for that, zoom in, zoom out on the content axis, zoom in, zoom out on the people axis. Right? That's going to be a fresh breath of air compared to all the other people who just have AI answers or something like this. Be there, be present as a person, and do this reliably. Show them that you're there. Show them that you like them. Tell them in a DM, hey, I think your stuff is really cool. I don't expect anything. Just wanted to say thanks for being such a helpful person on Twitter. Next, final, move conversations into DMs and start building relationships there. Like, don't just migrate them over and never talk to them again in public. But if people follow you back for some reason, or if they have DMs open, reach out. Say, hey, I think your stuff is really cool. I'm trying to build something similarly here. These are my current challenges. You don't have to reply, but if you have any ideas, anything that would help me like move forward, let me know. This is a psychological trick in the sense of that it's something that people just do. If you ask somebody who you see as a mentor, who you see as an expert to help you, they are very likely gonna do this because it feels good to help. It feels good to give advice. I can tell you because I'm feeling good right now. It's very easy to tap into this and to start this relationship from that point. Like, you have an exchange with a person like Wes Bos or with Peter Levels. I mean, Peter, different story. I'm not bashing Peter, like the guy, but you're probably not going to build a non-shit posting related relationship with Peter. He's too good at Twitter to not see this as the attempt that it is. But any other expert in the field, reach out to them, tell them, I've been following you for weeks. You write such mind-blowingly useful stuff. Here's where I'm at. What would you tell me? They will tell you how to get started and whatever, and you can take this conversation from there. You can take it back into the public realm or whatever. But like, try to establish actual one-on-one relationships, because those will be your sponsor magnets in the future. Those will be your collaborators that introduce you to something else. Those will be the people that go to a conference, recognize you, and invite you to lunch. Or invite you to a meeting with somebody else that is like high profile and has like impact in your community. That's what audience building is to me. Balancing the individual with the broad, balancing the secrets with the transparency, and ultimately balancing your time between doing the work and talking about the work. So, any further questions? I think I'm done right now.
That was an amazing session, Arvid. I really agree on the revenue part though. the Twitter revenue. I also feel if you are at that position where you can make money for Twitter, from Twitter, you're likely at that position where you can monetize
Yeah.
it with a
Yeah.
product and course.
Yeah,
Might as well do
definitely.
that.
Yeah, and if you are at the position where you can monetize exclusively through Twitter, now you have to monetize the way Twitter wants you to monetize. It's a big
Exactly,
risk,
exactly.
right? Like you have to polarize. Like you will not, like I said, you will not, with a normal behavior, make meaningful money on Twitter. So if you want to keep doing this for a living, it's just shit posting every day. And if you love this, and if you want to hang out with people who hate or love shit posting, be my guest. It's your sanity, but anything outside of this is probably going to suffer from it. Ah, thanks, Lisa.
So, yeah, anyone else, do you want to ask any questions? Like Arvid said, if you have a very specific question according to your situation, you can go ahead as well. I think this is an amazing opportunity to get him to answer your questions. We'll
What?
wait for 1 or 2 minutes
Yeah, sure.
if someone is typing.
What, and I love
And
this because that's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Thank you for bringing up LinkedIn and Twitter and all that. That would be the thing that would have filled the silence with just now. Perfect. I think. I said this in the beginning. For every person, every entrepreneur, every founder, every media person, everybody trying to build an audience, you're gonna talk to different people from a different industry at a different level of competence, at a different level of experience, probably in a different place. And LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, some weird Chinese thing, the Russian social networks, wherever you want to be, there are so many ways to talk to people. Blue Sky, is that still a thing? Mastodon, it's where the nerds go. Like, there are so many platforms that each have a kind of person that goes to them, right? And LinkedIn in particular stands out as kind of the opposite of Twitter or X in terms of how serious people take themselves. So if you want to talk to people who take themselves and their business persona very seriously, if you want to sell to CEOs, if you want to sell to CTOs, if you of certain companies in certain industries where this is like a status signal thing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you better build your audience in LinkedIn.
Yo,
If
yo,
you want to
welcome,
talk to
Brian.
chill, laid back dudes that kind of try to
What'd you
build a
say?
business on the side,
Welcome,
you will not
brother.
find them on LinkedIn with all the kind of
Okay.
stuffy people. And this is no judgment on either platform or the people that are on there, because everybody gets to play entrepreneurship the way they want to play it, right? But if you want to be around these people, and if you want to monetize from them in particular because you know they are your target audience, because you sell like high ticket uh, platforms for CEOs, like the Hamptons kind of thing, that like these community things or whatever, you better be there where they are. But if you're not aligned with this, if you are not the person that can do the preppy LinkedIn stuff, sorry, it comes out naturally. If you cannot deal with this kind of stuffed up, this is what I did this week, and these are the 5 KPIs that I hit this week. If you can't deal with this, then do not try to. Or try to and see if you can handle it, and then give it a couple weeks. And if you feel like your soul is burning out from this kind of stuff, stop doing this. Like, you have to think of audience building as an extremely long-term thing that you have to be honest about, because you need to represent yourself authentically, right? You need to be there, not business version of you. You need to be there. And if you are business version of you, congratulations, go to LinkedIn. If you feel like this is something you have to put on a persona for, you're probably not going to do it for long, because that's a journey that most audience builders actually go on. Like, they start authentically, they see, doesn't work, they put on a persona, then they get some, resonance from that, and then they feel, this is not me, and then they go back to person, but now they know what not to do. Like, you always have the person, persona, person move. So on LinkedIn that happens too, and if you get stuck in your persona, you're just going to suffer for life. So the your feedback is RCO, CTO is not also target audience for Podscan, or do sales happen by other people in the companies pitching Podscan to the boss? This is something that a lot of SaaS companies have, so I'm just going to abstract it away a little bit. My audience are marketers mostly. Funny enough, marketers and podcast marketing agency owners / agency operators, or just consultants, like anybody who needs information from podcasts. in any way. Like PodScan is a podcast database, really, where you can like get transcripts for every podcast. You get the push to a webhook if you want to. Like there's an API and all that. So there are business customers too. But most people that I sell to are just want the alerts. It's kind of Google alerts for podcasts, and those are marketing people, regular marketing people, marketing team leads, marketing seniors, juniors, anybody. For the juniors, they pitch a PodScan license to their seniors. For the seniors, they just buy it. But I find those people through Google, of all places, and through Twitter, because marketing, like the marketing learning part is on Twitter. The marketing status kind of group is on LinkedIn. You're probably right. I should look at LinkedIn to sell, but I don't, because I can't. Right? I have to do it through other means. And I do it through SEO at this point, which is really helpful. And I do my building in public mostly to an audience of peers, of founders, software people. And that is half of my customer base too, because of the API. Like I sell to other businesses that use podcast information for their customers. It's a bit of a complicated story. But next question by Aristotle, beautiful name. What is your opinion when it comes to repurposing content to Twitter, Threads, Medium? Should we post the same content on all platforms? Honestly, you're talking to the guy that writes one article a week, then narrates that article into this microphone as a podcast episode, automatically turns that podcast episode into a YouTube video, and uses both the script for the podcast as a newsletter edition and an article on his blog. Like I use all of my stuff exclusively the same format on all different distribution channels. Not because I'm lazy, but because it would be crazy to try to do this content 5 ways. Like as a solo founder, I would not be able to work on my software product if I did this. Same deal with tweets and with videos or whatever. Just repost them. Like the person that is on both platforms and sees your content and says, didn't they already post this there? They already follow you. Great. Now they get to see your content twice, right? And it's not going to annoy them. Like they're going to see, okay, I already read this. Like if they were to scroll Twitter, they see it the same thing posted twice. They also would say, okay, I already read this. Not a problem. Do not, like for your own sanity and for the time boxing we talked about, right? To condense it into 30 minutes in the morning, 30 minutes in the afternoon. Do not try and kind of modify it. If you have to, because you know, like you set Twitter here on Twitter or whatever, syntactically, sure, but keep the content the same. Otherwise, this is going to turn into such a big like operation that it will actively hurt the time you get to spend on product. Okay, what else? Building a Chrome extension to scratch my own itch. I think there's potential for other people to use. What would you do to get those initial users? Chrome extension. That's an interesting one. Notoriously hard to monetize. Unless you sell them to a scammer, that always works. Once you have a couple of users, do not do this, obviously, right? But I would go to where people talk about this problem. Funny enough, like that is what a lot of people use PodScan for, or tools like Siften or other monitoring tools. What is the other one? I always forget. Like there are something people robot. I forget the exact name of it, but there are tools that monitor where people talk about certain keywords, like Google Alerts, right? But for social media too. And I would use those tools to find where people talk about your problem in the context of maybe the browser, and then go there and say, here's a free Chrome extension, free, in the beginning. And then find a way to monetize this later down the road. Chrome extensions is notoriously hard to monetize. You will find very few that succeed at this. What they succeed at with is when you build a software platform around the extension. Like when the extension has some kind of bookmarking system, when the extension has some kind of data management system, that is what you can then monetize. In a nutshell, right? There may be a way for you to actually monetize this, but the browser makes it hard, micropayments and, questionable security in extensions when it comes to Stripe keys and all of that kind of stuff. But I would recommend doing it for free and finding the people that talk about it and just build a user base from there. And then talking to these people, seeing if there are kind of pay for this add-ons that you can put on top of it that are kind of standalone outside of the extension. Funny enough, the thing you mentioned earlier, Arunima, the Feedback Panda, the business that I sold, was half Chrome extension, half SaaS platform. Like the Chrome extension hooked into people's online classroom, the software platform then did something with the data, and that's the thing that we sold for a couple $1 million. So that would be the step that I would take.
I think that's it. I would like to add something to the repurposing thing. Unfortunately, it goes against what you said a little bit, but till then, I had unfortunately sent the message. So recently, we had a Beehive Creator Summit. Uh, Hype Fury went there. So we were just our presentation was about how now with changing political background, like political stuff, how it's changing the world and the social media also. Like Twitter went down crazily. I came on Twitter on 2020 and now it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, sure.
And same for Instagram. Then TikTok got banned, and I've heard that it's not the same after the ban. So you shouldn't be like the crux of that presentation was that you shouldn't be on one platform, even though it's hard to manage to. But yeah, you can try to cross post like Arvid said, just cross post the same thing across. Or I gave another solution also with Unique that we actually wrote a 2500 word chat GPT prompt which can create you just have to give one idea and the target audience and it will create content for LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok and Twitter. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't actually copy what AI has written because it lacks personality, but it's a start somewhere if you want to,
Yeah, 100%.
actually
Yeah, I really
be.
I appreciate you saying this, and just for this comment alone, I would follow you on Twitter. Let me just say this, like, because yes, 100%, it's always a starting point, and it can, in a crunch, be a solution, right? And
Yeah.
and this, the thing is, my experience, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say is unique to me. I started building an audience without AI tooling, like that did not exist the same way it does now. I'm trying to use it in my writing now, and it's a whole lot of problems, but it's still, um, it's still. I try to come from a point where I try to do everything manually as the last step. That's my advice. Like if you do AI stuff, at least try to sprinkle on some personality at a later point. But yes, 100%. If you have the tools, use them. That's what we got them for. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you can use Hyperi to cross post directly, or you can use this prompt as well. So it's a little bit adaptive towards platform, but always ensure that you add your own tone and your personality and talk to them.
Yep.
I think we can wrap it up. Thank you so much, Arvid.
Of
It was
course.
very insightful. Loved talking to you, and I'm sure our attendees felt that too. Just wanted to wish you luck for your future endeavors, and we as High Fury team are looking to collab more with you. And thank you everyone who joined. Loved having you here. We wrap it up. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.
Yo, I love the summit,
Dude, that was so much game, man. I'm like, I need to get the whole podcast. Dude, they streamed on Riverside?
Yeah, they streamed the Riverside. It was a limited access fucking masterclass. But
Oh, come on. I was like,
I
send
don't
it to
know,
me so I
man.
can
I
download it.
didn't learn anything new in there.
Huh? You said that you didn't learn anything new?
No.
Yeah,
I was hoping he might talk about like specific things to
Yeah.
say or bring up when it comes down to networking with people.
yeah.
But
No,
no, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
just. I mean, that's advice that's been given for free and everywhere for
Yeah.
like the last decade.
Yeah.
That's not like that's not like what
Yeah.
I would assume. Like, there's no. I mean, he did give some nice
Yeah.
little tidbits with like, oh, when you are at a point where you're making tens of thousands of dollars MRR, and you want to still be publicly posting, you can't just stop posting. You have to continue posting, but now you have to be conscious of not sharing your sauce because you don't want people copying you.
Yeah. No, I think
But
with
even that, it's
yeah.
like, at least from my point of view, where I'm coming from, like I have my own indicators that are private, and I have code in there that makes my indicators unique compared to everyone else's. Like
Mm,
math and particular coding techniques that make my indicator faster and make it easier for me to put in like hundreds of settings very efficiently so that
yeah.
people have all this customization. So I'm not going to give that information away when I'm doing like my PineScript mentorship stuff. I'm just going to be like, okay, here's generally how everything's written. Here's how we format the script, and then let's
Yeah.
go ahead and build. Like this is stuff that I would be doing out in the public anyway, because I have to publish a lot of this stuff publicly anyway.
Hmm.
But this, like, I I guess it's about just being conscious and aware of what information gives you your edge.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Trudeau is currently talking about tariffs right now. He's making his announcement. He's
Yeah.
announcing 25% retaliatory tariffs right now.
Okay. No, I think for a lot of people who watch people who make free content, general content, it's not that they haven't heard it before. It's actually I think that reiteration cycle. Some people need that reiteration cycle because most of the stuff he said here, I
Oh
agree
yeah,
with
and
you.
maybe
I've
some
heard
a lot
before.
of people have
Yeah.
probably not heard it before. Like if you've
Yeah.
never
No,
heard
no.
that before,
They,
all that
yeah.
sounds like, oh man, yeah, I should have. But
Yeah. Well,
I've been around. I just haven't. I've
yeah.
never had like a huge business to
Yeah.
run effectively, right? I've
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
doing things for mostly other people. So now that I'm doing things for myself, it's like, okay, I can actually use these things to my advantage.
Yeah.
So it's very very good if you've never heard that information before,
Yeah.
and I'm already on that grind.
Have you ever
But
had like a mentor before and they say something that you've heard from like a podcast or from a book that you read, but they associated it directly to a problem which you had, so you effectively same words and everything, but it's more associated to the problem that you've had. So now it's just like, oh wow, you know something? Yeah, that's
yeah,
where that connection was.
that's
That's how
called
I kind of
increasing
yeah,
relatedness.
yeah. Well, that's kind of
Now,
the thing with
I do have
yeah.
another point to make.
Mhm.
I actually disagree when he's talking about politics. Like, there's
Oh yeah.
a lot of dude.
Yeah.
Recently on X, the most popular posts have all been people making memes of
Yeah.
JD Vance as a baby.
Yeah.
Like, to not engage with
Yeah.
friends on something that's hilarious that both Republicans and Democrats are doing,
Yeah.
making fun of JD Vance as because he's got a baby face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's like, again, I think people need to be involved in politics. To
Mhm.
totally disassociate from politics, I think, is actually kind of stupid and irresponsible on
Yeah.
a civic level
I don't think
and
people should
intellectual
be
level.
well, that's the issue with social media algorithms in general when it comes to politics is that when they recognize that you like this specific group of people, they only show you this specific group of people's content. So you become radicalized on that specific group of people's content. And that's the issue with X right now, and it's the same issue with Blue Sky, you know, particularly left-wing stuff, and you get inundated on left-wing, left. As soon as you say something off, you're gonna get absolutely massacred. And
Hold on,
same thing,
let me let the cat out here.
yeah, and it's the same thing with X. But th- one thing I've seen recently, I don't know if you've seen the same thing, Aristotle, is the rise of political content throughout LinkedIn, and it's been kind of disturbing for me because people, I guess,
Everybody's back in.
yeah, yeah. I think people have, yeah, I think people have finally recognized that it is like obviously they have free speech and they don't have to be all business wise every single time. And I think it's actually going to do some major harm to the LinkedIn platform with this rise of political content. Like I literally hopped on today and everyone's talking about tariffs and how evil Trump is and Trump bad this, Trump bad
Dude,
that.
all the people who I want to hang out with really dislike LinkedIn.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people who are in the professional world who have set up a LinkedIn because it's just an easy place to effectively just be stalked without people trying to
Yeah.
delve into your personal life too much, your
Yeah.
professional life rather, and to try and reach out to you professionally.
Yeah.
But all too frequently, it's easier just to have people message you on X. Like,
Mm.
I mean, don't get me wrong, for a lot of I mean, the other thing is nowadays when you go to an actual business and you submit your resume, they're not just looking at your resume, they're
Yeah.
stalking your social media.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a so one of the reasons why he doesn't want to have political affiliations, most likely on his social media, is
Yeah.
because he's afraid that he won't be able to work with
Yeah.
Democrats or Republicans who are so heavily biased that they're unwilling to work with
Or with
people.
a lot of businesses, they are scared. Say, for instance, I'm going to go and buy out their software. If someone finds out that my company just bought a software from someone who's particularly extremely right wing, that's going to have a negative effect on my company. It's going to look like we're bad and we're associating ourselves with, right wing, even though we just bought their software out, you know? And that's a really terrible thing about companies. I don't know why companies in this day and age, especially with the woke stuff, the gay stuff, why they think that they have the right to try to put some type of influence in there at all. I don't get it. I don't care why change your company's profile picture to rainbow. What where why do you think that you
Yeah,
have
see
the
how
right to do
quickly the
that?
conversation has now delved
Yeah.
into
Yes.
politicking, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, no, man, I'm just pointing out, hey, I don't think you can ignore politics completely
Yeah.
100%. And doing so is,
Yeah,
don't get me
personal
wrong,
people as a
there's,
yeah.
you know, think of any politician or celebrity who's famous.
Yeah.
You probably know what their politics are.
Yeah. Of
There's
course.
very few who have a super, super tight lip on their
Yeah.
politics.
But yeah,
And
well, that's the difference
usually
between
that
that
implies that
and
they're on the right.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. The difference is between that, a human being, myself, and how my company's views are. My company's views, you wouldn't know what political association my company has through the stuff that we post. You would never know. And that's the same thing. Companies need to. This is what I'm going to say. Let's just say all hell breaks loose, and we walk into the third or fourth Christian crusade on this earth, and we're like, you know something? If your company had posted any type of gay flag X, Y, and Z 10 years ago, we're going to tax you into insanity. That can
Gotcha.
happen, you
Gotcha.
know?
Hey,
And it's the same thing on
Aristotle.
the other side too. Even let's just say it's all,
Hold on a sec. Aristotle, is there a way you want to drive the conversation to another topic here?
I mean,
Because
I mean,
I don't have too much to add, and I know fire will go on and on.
oh yeah, I go
Not
forever,
that
of
I
course.
don't appreciate how passionate you are and how far you can go on it. So it
Yeah.
can always be an engaging conversation. So, is Charles, there's something you pointed out that you particularly liked or learned, or I've been complaining about what I learned, but it's more like I've seen a lot of content very similar to this.
Yeah.
So, I just have a more, I appreciate you streaming it, right? It's just I was like I've seen a lot of it before, and I don't agree on the politic. I don't agree on like, oh, don't totally disengage and block everything on politics, right?
I mean, when it comes to politics, I believe you should post about politics and you should have your own political opinion, but it also depends on how you present things, right? You cannot be extremely biased towards one side, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to our field, to the financial field. You have to speak about politics, but you have to but you have to write or speak only about the facts and the outcome of every single decision that happens, because every single decision, like the tariffs or whatever, it has an impact on the markets, on the forex market, on the crypto market. It has an impact on inflation, and these are things that are actually um, how can I say this?
I generally agree, actually.
Yeah.
However, I will say whenever I read the outlooks of financial analysts who have no bias, I find that they don't make as good expectations as far as their forecasts and their trade plans go. And the reason being is I prefer actually nowadays to read very clearly biased expectations, or rather, people who will look at the extremes of both sides, the biases of both sides, and say, okay, if this group of people win and their bias becomes the dominant narrative, this is how things are probably going to be interpreted in the future. And this is how we should expect different assets to react, right? And then if this group of political people win, then the narrative is going to shift in their direction. And then this is how we're going to be interpreting future economic data and then how we should be trading that, right? So I really like that kind of analysis when you can bring both. But most of the time, like 90% of the time, you can only get one side when you actually find that most research actually is along what the lines of what you're saying, Aristotle. It's trying to be as neutral as possible. And then maybe they take a little bit of a bias one way and then they bring up a counterpoint. But it's like it's very pussyfooty. They're not putting down a foundation for what the next thing is going to be as far as expectations. Now, I read a lot of stuff, so I have a strong opinion on it, right? And I have a lot of experience with it, so I'm like, okay, that's not a good bit of research. That's a good bit of research. Wow, that was super helpful. Wow, that was a total bit of research, but they clearly defined all their assumptions, and each assumption didn't happen. So obviously they risk managed it because they had all their assumptions listed and none of those assumptions happened. So they didn't have any triggers to actually get exposure on, right?
I mean,
So
I am
that's
the
the kind of
same.
research I really appreciate.
I also have very strong political opinions, but when it comes to building your personal brand, I believe you should be careful on how you present things.
Yeah. I
Also,
th-
Well, it also comes
wait,
down to
yeah,
that relatedness part, right?
yeah.
I mean, if other people who have the same political beliefs relate with you, then yeah, sure.
Mm,
However, I 100% agree on the nuance of taste
yeah.
and being offensive for the sake of being offensive is not a productive use
yeah,
of time.
yeah, you
Mm.
don't want to be an
Um,
Andrew Tate type of entrepreneur, right?
however, there are times where, like for example, when he said, "Oh, it's sometimes it's not great when you have this like really controversial tweet come out of nowhere, and then a bunch of people see you just helping people." Well, guess what? You're still going to get a net boost from that. And if 2 months later you have another controversial tweet, like you can have periods of jumps in your controversial tweets and find people who like both your controversial tweets and the other things that you're doing.
I mean, it
Like
also
for
depends
example,
on how
Oh,
good a writer you
yeah,
are, right?
yeah. And also with
yeah,
the yeah,
I'd say that the conversation is a lot more nuanced when it
yeah.
comes down to finding audiences than the
Well,
speaker there
well, let's think about something like with
completely
celebrities when they make some type of crazy comment or something controversial comes out. Look at how fast it gets brushed under the rug. Okay, I can Beyonce, Jay Z. Think about what's her name, Kim Card. Every celebrity in the world, they make something controversial. But this is the thing. These are personal brands. I don't care. Honestly, run your personal brand however you want. If you want to talk about politics 24/7, you can. And then if you decide to wake up tomorrow and say, you know something, I had a new revelation and I'm going to absolutely change my mind and I'm on the other side, you can do that. But when it comes to businesses exclusively, you should make sure that your business holds uh, no political opinions as much as possible. You focus on what your business does. I provide a software because this is just the truth. If oh, perfect example happened today. Kellogg CEO stepped down, or I don't know when he stepped down, but recently Kellogg CEO stepped down, right? Some type of controversy was going to come out. he with the way that Kellogg's has presented their company, I'm assuming they haven't done any woke BS yet. So with the way that they presented their company, no matter what happens, the next CEO can easily come in and he doesn't have to carry the weight of, what the ex CEO tried to make and present the family, it's not the family, the company as being exceptionally woke. He doesn't have to deal with that. He can just continue to run the company. But if you want to run your personal brand like that, do it, but not with business. Leave your business alone.
Let me
Your
mention.
children might run
I
your business in the
I'm
future.
generally in agreement with their, like, for
Yeah.
example, you see how what happened with Bud Light, like the
Yeah.
whole thing. So like it's one thing when you have an influencer having their personal brand doing
Yeah.
the stuff that Bud Light then brought on. It's like simulating the personal brand of someone like that and then totally destroying your company because you associate with that personal brand, right?
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
then it also works in the opposite way, right? When you
Yeah, dude, that's
associate
so
with someone
true.
who's really, really cool,
Yeah,
it can
dude.
really help
And
magnify
it's
your brand. So really
Yep,
it's
and a
about
scam
selecting
company. Look
it's
at what
about
happened with
selecting the
Honey.
right personal
Yep.
brands to associate with.
Yeah.
So it's more or less a matter of developing a good character and developing a cool persona. I mean, not necessarily developing a cool persona, just if you're a good person
Yeah.
and a fun person, you'll not have that many, and an attractive person, you're not going to have that much of a problem going
Yeah.
after your goals if you're motivated to get at them.
Yeah.
But that's super super vague, motivational crap.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is when you have an attractive personality and then you attach that to a business, it makes the business also attractive because the
Yeah.
business isn't, legally the business is a person, but
Yeah, it is, yeah.
psychologically the business is, you remember on X, every company in the world started posting on X after Wendy's got that fucking person on Twitter roasting all the other fast food companies, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that gave Wendy's a personality, but most people still don't really associate that. I mean, people
Bro,
start
all the
are now
companies are trying
starting
to
to
do that
associate
now.
that. Yeah,
Dude,
people are starting to associate that now with Wendy's. Like,
yeah. No, but have you seen on Instagram how disgusting it is? I think it's personally disgusting. Where, you're looking at Nutter Butter, you're looking at the candy companies, they're doing it, overdoing it. And I think they're trying to appeal to a generation that isn't mature enough to actually properly react to that. The stupid KFC stuff, they do like the stupid what do you call it? The brain rot stuff, you know? So they do brain rot stuff with the KFC stuff on Instagram.
I
That
mean,
that generation hasn't materialized enough to be like, "Oh, okay, oh, they did that brain rot stuff. Man, I want some KFC now." No, they're just like, "Oh, that stupid stuff is brain rot,"
I
and
mean,
and we move on.
we have
You know?
actual examples of personal brands doing the same thing. The Logan Paul, the Paul brothers, the Mr. Beast, KSI, all these things. Their main audience is underage, right? They are all
Yeah,
minors, and all their products are not good products. Like Prime is shit.
yeah,
All this
yeah, yeah.
Loungely, Feastables,
Mr. Beast
whatever.
chocolate is terrible. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
what like
it is an embarrassment.
it is unethical.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention three things. First of all, when it comes to the live, Joe, I agree. I also knew a lot of these things, but um, it's good to get a verification from someone who's already successful on the field. It's always good
Mm-hmm.
to get that verification. You know what I mean? And when it
I
comes,
agree.
yeah, and when it comes to political news, I can confidently say that if we all went out of our way and just said that stop the genocide, stop Israel is wrong, stop killing children in Gaza and all that shit, we will all get banned from every single social media platform.
Yes.
Depends on the social media platform,
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like people should be able to, I'm an American, I'm very pro freedom of speech, but also
Yeah.
just ethically, freedom of speech is insanely, insanely important.
Yeah.
So I really don't like how, I mean, then again, it's very,
Dude.
there's a war going on and there are
Yeah.
psyops going on. So you're going to
Yes.
have people attacking people that look like real people, but really they're government agents.
Yep. Oh, dude,
Yep.
do you see the spam accounts that they've been building? Dude, I feel so bad for young teenagers right now. The craziness with the Instagram spam accounts. They're going to get to our teenagers before they don't even know that they're getting psyoped into believing certain things, especially with Israel. I don't care what side you're on with it. With Israel, you're getting psyoped. Every single comment, they're looking for comments that reaffirm what they believe, and then they go to the comments and it's completely something different. And then you click on the social media account, all closed profiles with some random name, and I feel bad for the children because they don't know what's happening. They're like, they know what they're seeing is wrong, right?
Yeah,
But they're like, yeah,
yeah. hmm
it's painful. It's
I
painful.
get that.
Yeah,
By the way, the entire time I'm going over
yeah,
tariff news, preparing for another stream tonight.
yeah,
No, but seriously, when it comes down to the stream, I think it was it was a good review, and for someone who's never heard the stuff
yeah.
before, it's probably really useful to just
hmm
be caught up on like, hey, here are like the things to do. It's just those are some of the most like basic things,
Yeah.
right? Like schedule your posts. Dude, like fucking like no duh.
Yeah. Yeah,
However,
dude.
schedule your posts a month ahead of time. Like, okay, now
Yeah.
I have, you know, that
No,
that sort of
there's
stuff
something
is
wrong, dude. I
nice.
tell you, Joe. No, that's the cool thing. I can tell with you, Joe. You can hear something one time and integrate it into your life. Some people, you tell them a thousand times, they hear that same thing. Schedule your post, schedule your post, schedule your post, and they don't do anything about it. And then that
Never.
one random day, this one random podcast that they probably watch is like, oh my goodness, I need to schedule my post. Like
Yeah,
that's their reaction.
because this guy is doing it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, okay. Yeah, because
I
this guy,
mean,
you're right, because this guy's doing it.
look, it's I mean, dude, if you're a kid, I mean, here's how I relate to it. When I was a kid
Mhm,
and I'm watching Cartoon Network on Friday nights at like 4 or 6 p.m., I
mhm.
expect to see my favorite show,
Yeah.
right? So if you find someone on social media and they're doing something you like and they say, every Friday night at 6 p.m., I'm going to be doing this thing or uploading this video,
Mhm.
you expect that, right?
Yeah.
That's how you get your recurring viewership.
Yeah.
And in marketing and in sales, which that guy says he has his specialty in, one
Mhm.
of the things that he didn't talk about during the stream, maybe he should have talked about it more because I find this to be more, yeah, I said okay, yeah, to be more helpful when it comes down to actually growing your audience
Yeah.
and to growing your subscriber base. And this is actually something I learned from Jay Abraham. Uh, I actually have several books that are out of print that Jay Abraham had. Actually, I can send that here in the chat. Oh, I'm
Mm.
so actually now that I remember this. Okay, so you guys are going to get something really valuable here. Let's see.
By the way,
I'll just post it. I'll post it in the Discord. All right, and
Mhm.
not here in the WAP. I'll post it in the Discord because
You
this
can post it
is like
here. I don't have a problem with that.
particularly good stuff. I've read this book, FYI, like 2.5 ish times,
Mm.
Mhm.
and a lot of it is old marketing, how people initially figured out like how to do marketing in the way we do it today. Like this is
Yeah.
the first layout. So a lot of the stuff is talking about, mail marketing. Like they're talking about old formats.
Yeah.
However, if you read this and you don't focus on it being old formats, you're focusing on like the structure of how the content is generated, how
Mhm.
it's sent out, how it's scheduled, how you're treating the customers, and to just go back and reemphasize on the main point of why I'm even sending this in the first place. Your recurring customers, right? By setting a schedule for your content, you are giving your recurring subscribers, your recurring viewers, your recurring followers content to come back to.
Yeah.
And when they like and they share stuff and they re engage and engage with stuff,
Yeah.
because algorithms will pick up on it, but also more importantly, their friends will
Yeah.
also pick up on it. So if you hang around and do good content for someone for a long enough period of time, the friends of the people that person notices, like, oh, you watch so and so, you follow so and so.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I see what you're saying. It's like you always have that one friend. Anytime someone posts, like they gotta go and watch it. Like they're like, oh yeah, dude, this guy just posted. Now it's like affected my whole entire day. We were having a great conversation,
Yeah.
but now they
Now
have to go out and yeah, I get what you're saying.
consider this for the VTubers space. There's a lot of great marketers now in the VTubers space because they have to effectively take someone who's a total unknown and get them to like several tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, subscribers as soon as possible. So then
Yeah.
they can make money back because it takes a lot of money to
Yeah.
create a VTuber and create the OBS and to do,
Yeah.
training so then they don't wreck their career by saying something stupid, and voice lessons and singing lessons and uh, one thing that helps with marketing, VTubers are a good case study for marketing, which is why I know a bit about them. When it comes down to VTubers, they'll stream 4, 5, 6 hours. There's a lot of streamers. They stream 4, 5, 6 hours, and they'll have a lot of people who would currently watch their stream all the time, or they'll watch their videos all the time. But then they don't, they like and they subscribe, but they don't really share them with their friends. But if you then make little clips for them to save that are like little highlight clips of funny shit or informative shit, they're more inclined to just be like, oh, I can share this on X. Oh, I can share this in my Discord. Oh, I can share this on my Telegram. Oh, I can share this in, my Instagram group chat, right? They find that you give them an excuse. The people who are already your followers, your subscribers, your fans, you already give them an excuse to do more for you.
Yeah.
It's, if you can leverage the people who you already have and build that relationship out, it's actually a lot easier to be like, oh,
cheaper.
who
Much
should I
cheaper.
talk to next for a collab?
Yeah.
Who should I hang out with? What should I be doing tomorrow? Do you know any friends who would enjoy listening to me? Consider bringing them in. When I ran my gaming community, the way I was able to run it for 300 guys on my own, the
Yeah.
only reason I was able to do it effectively without, with only like 2 other moderators, was explicitly because everyone self-contained themselves. Everyone applied the same rules. There was like a basic set of rules everyone followed. The only official rule of the community is you're a member of the community when you follow the actual community's rules. That's how it worked.
Yeah.
And if you don't follow the community's rules, you're just a guest, right? You're not really a member. So being part of the community was a part of of your character, right? And
Yeah.
it was
Actually,
kind of stuff.
no, quick question. I have a question for you. I know because we were talking about this topic earlier, and especially when it comes to running a community, right? Let's just say I'm running an AI community, and people know what my political views are, right? Do you think that's going to, no matter what's going to have an effect on the community, right? And so if I decide to run my community, I say, okay, you know something? No one talk political views. If you do talk political views, make sure it's connected to something in the
A
community.
really great counterpoint to what that guy said about political views in his in that stream is Palmer Luckey. Look at how Palmer Luckey was treated for donating like a couple grand to Trump. He got kicked out of Oculus, kicked out of Facebook, defamed for years.
Yeah.
And now he's having trouble essentially saying no to too many people trying to invest in his defense company.
Yeah.
Palmer Luckey is where the culture is going. So all this stuff about don't share your political views, I kind of find, don't get me wrong, if you don't have strong political views,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
how
no,
it goes,
you know,
right?
that's the thing. So if you look at it, I understand with the case study with Palmer Luckey, but if you look at someone like Palmer Luckey, he's not selling cereal. Palmer Luckey isn't selling cars. He's selling something niche to an audience that has an emotion, like
He's
a
selling
usually
to a
a
government too. He's selling
yeah,
defense.
yeah. Well, so for instance, that's a perfect example. Defense. But if I'm a company and I'm selling cereal, I'm selling wrapping paper, I can't go out and start talking about my political views. I get killed. I mean, not killed. I mean, not literally killed, but my company gets completely associated. So I think it depends on what you're selling. It's easy to be a Republican and sell, have Republican views and sell defense because that's how we view. We're okay with investing in defense. And it's the same thing when he was with Oculus. The people who predominantly like VR in the VR world, right? They're probably predominantly liberal than most. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. But if you're selling a product where everyone needs it, regardless of their political affiliation, I'm talking about toilet paper. You cannot go around, kind of personifying your political affiliation or your political thoughts through your company, or sometimes even through your own personal brand. You can't go around doing that.
By the way, I've shared in the chat
Um,
a news website that it uploads
Yeah, I follow them.
all the news
Yeah, yeah,
from all around the planet. It has a political bias meter on each and every
yeah,
article.
yeah. No, Valuetainment copied what they did, I think, with the Valuetainment News having that political bias option. But I love Ground News. I've been reading some of their articles here and there.
yeah, Grand News has been pushed
Yeah.
around a lot, man. I mean, I get a lot of news feeds anyway, and I already curated my stuff. I don't really need ground news.
Wait,
But
question,
good for people
Aristotle.
who don't have that.
Yeah. For do you think a platform like Ground News helps to de-radicalize people pretty well?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think it
Because
helps.
I guess
I
that's
think
what
it
the goal
helps.
would be. That's the only reason you would have something like Ground News is to de-radicalize people, no matter what side you're on. And you know what's? I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people they would think that I'm exceptionally right wing. I just don't feel like I'm exceptionally right wing. I just feel like I'm a normal human being
Yeah,
with normal, like
I
you
don't
know what I
feel
mean,
I
like
don't
with
feel very
normal
right
views.
wing
Like
either.
I'm normal, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like I'm just average. Okay, like me believing in more exceptionally right-wing beliefs is that Trump is effectively some type of god and we should kind of bow down to him. There's a lot of things more often than not, a lot of things that Trump says that I can't stand and I completely disagree with, right? But I just feel like I'm a normal person, but even being a normal person in this day and age, you get shunned, right?
Yeah,
It's so
bro.
it's so interesting.
I have been called right wing many times also, and it's crazy
Yeah.
because
Wait, you know something? This is
I really
interesting,
am
right?
not.
Let's just say this. This is so interesting. Let's talk about like just the media alone. So in the media sector, the media isn't like population based, right? It's not with the media isn't like, oh, okay, 99% of the people agree with this, so we show this, right? The media is simply, okay, this is my idea, this is my idea. So if we're on a social media platform, those ideas can get pushed out evenly. Even if 99% of the population disagrees with what that other side is saying. So it's like it oh man, that's really interesting to think about. Huh.
Also, we always
All
need
right,
to get
I
in
found
account.
the.
Yeah.
There we
Uh,
go. It's in the WebG's thing now.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah, I just had to remember where I put it. Yeah, this Jay Abraham is the guy who apparently taught Tony Robbins marketing.
Mm.
And by
Also,
apparently, I mean that's what Tony says.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, we also always need to get in account that people don't read books.
Yeah.
Most people,
No one reads
most
books
people,
in this day and
yeah,
age anymore like that.
yeah.
You know? I
Most
mean,
people are
especially people my
uneducated.
age, they leave high school and that's the last time they ever read a book. It's
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah.
Isn't it like the average US citizen has like a 6th grade reading level? Isn't that scary? That scares me. Oh my goodness.
The most scary thing is that the rest of the world is following US steps on these accounts,
Yeah.
educationally, culturally, and I don't believe that the US should lead the world when it comes to cultural and to culture and education.
Yeah. And this is one thing I really dislike about social media, and I kind of going to your point here of not having America be the leader of culture and social norms. It's because with social media, no matter what country you are, most of the time you, especially as a teenager, right? You see the same content as everyone else. So you get a loss of culture. If I'm in India, right, and I'm on TikTok, I don't see predominantly Indian stuff unless I'm interacting with it. I see predominantly what everyone else in the world is interacting with, right? With
Exactly, exactly.
the TikTok dancers and stuff. So now when I'm growing up, I'm slowly losing my sense of culture, of my sense of where I was born, where I came from. And
Yep,
that's happening all around the world. And if
all
you think
around.
about like, one world government type stuff, it's easy to do that with social media because by the time these kids are 30, 40 years old, they're all liking the same thing, no matter if they're in India or they're in America or in, the
Yep,
UK, no matter what.
or in
Even
Greece.
it
Yeah,
will come to China one day too,
Well, because
So
some things are universally attractive, you know.
yeah, which isn't good. Which
Here, I
isn't
gotta
yeah,
run some errands now, my man. I
yeah.
gotta jet.
Dude, love talking to you,
Thanks
gentlemen.
for yeah, thanks for hosting the stream, Aristotle, and hopefully
yeah, of
you'll
course.
get to say more next time. I'm sorry about that,
Yeah, bro, of course.
but hopefully the commentary was at least entertaining.
Alrighty. You have a good day, Joe.
See you later, bro.
Yep, I'll be back and ping me for what the next stream is. All right, Aristotle.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
All righty, my man. Yeah, we'll all hop into the next one when we're ready. All right,
Hmm.
in a bit.
What's
See
today?
ya.
Let's see today. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Accidentally disconnected from my thing. So deep dive. So we're having a deep dive discussion in my stream today. So the topic is going to be the sentencing and punishment for AI related crimes within both the private and public sector.
Hmm.
So we're going to be discussing how we should be regulating people who create AI generated crimes, right? Or crimes directly through the utilization of some type of AI resource or AI tool, whether those should be punished more severely than, even a cybercrime, especially since of the nature of the impact and how it should be tried, how long people should go to jail for, what it even means for someone to reform from that type of behavior, or can people, once they've done something like that, do they even have the ability to reform from that type of behavior? So that's what the topic's going to be about. It's at 7:30, and I'm actually working on revamping all my loop experiences and updating all of those. I think it'll be a pretty engaging topic, and I've separated a lot of everything, so it's hopefully it's a little orderly in conversation. So, but
Check
yeah,
out this article. Have you seen, like, what is your opinion for all these companies like Meta and Google that they have been training their AI models through
dude,
social media platforms?
dude, that this was a topic like 2 weeks ago. Okay, dude, it doesn't matter to them. Look, let's think about it. Let's realistically, in terms of capital. I take $100 million worth of your data. My company's worth a couple $1 billion. Your data in the long term is going to make me a couple $1 billion. If you sue me for 13 million, I mean, I take the risk.
I mean, it's
You know?
commerce, right? You
Yeah, I take the risk. And this is the thing. It's already done. If I got access to that data at exceptionally low cost, imagine what other people are getting access to that data at what cost they're doing it, Because people are going to charge, they're not going to just let Meta get this stuff for free. They're going to charge them the couple millions. That's the reason why people don't understand the training between DeepSeek and ChatGPT or OpenAI. OpenAI is the one who spent billions of dollars on that data, right?
Mhm.
And that's why it only costed and actually train ChatGPT is much lower than the actual cost of the data. When DeepSeek comes along and attaches themselves to that data, and everyone's just like, "Oh man, they did that for $4 million." Yeah, because they didn't have to go out and buy the data. But
Yeah.
the risk is kind of negligent. It doesn't really matter. Like I might as well just steal your data. You're going to sue me for pennies in terms of what I'm going to make in the next 10, 20 years.
Yep.
I might as well just go and I might as just well take it. Like, like, and this is the thing, I would say with how much corruption is in the United States, um, they're getting bought out. And I will say with even with the news right now, you see these news companies suing Meta, you see them suing Google and stuff. The executives in those companies are some way somehow getting paid in the back end because they would be suing for much more than what they're suing for now, right? I'm talking about if you value the data and your users' data that much, you wouldn't be suing for only 100 million, for 13 million, right? You would be going up to the billions because in the long term, yeah, that's my customers' data, that's their information, that's their that's what they're doing. That's what's bringing my company profit. You're hurting me now. So
I mean,
it's
at the end of the day, a company that operates this way, it can actually incorporate all the lawsuit and fee and all the lawsuit and
mm-hmm.
legal fees into their business plan.
Yes, dude, because tax write-offs, dude, for taxes, man, please sue me. Sue me,
Isn't it
please.
crazy,
That's
bro?
that's the reason why they always extend lawsuits. There's no reason for some of these lawsuits for extending out 5 years, 10 years. Come on.
13
Poor
years.
guy
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
yeah, dude, the poor guy who got sued by Amazon straight up lied and manipulated, destroyed this man's life. Amazon did. It was the most disgusting thing, right? How the average person doesn't have $13 million to go through a lawsuit. Like they don't. They don't.
And at the same
Amazon does.
and at the
Yeah.
same time, isn't it completely unfair that individuals that are doing the same thing are getting put in jail or
Yeah.
dying
Yeah.
from
Yeah. Yeah.
bro?
Hey, once you're big
Check
enough,
out Aaron
yeah.
Schwartz. Check out. I've sent you
Yeah.
A Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
He was one of the co-founders of Reddit. He was put
y-
in jail because he was using data online from from a variety of different sources.
Ooh. So you got to learn how to like mix up data to get access to it. And that's what ChatGPT does really, really well. That's how they've been able to train on people's the data broker is really shady, right? I'm not going to go and buy from a shady data broker. But if we split up the data 100 times and that data ends up getting into the really good data broker who's actually good and does the right thing, then I can access it through them. If something happens in a court of law, I can be like, hey, I didn't get this data from shady data broker who actually got the data originally. I got it through my guy. My guy was good and it's my guy's fault. So you need to go and look after my guy. And my guy is going to say, oh, well, I didn't get it from shady broker number 5, 6, or 7. I got it from shady number 2, and shady's number 2. And then it's what I mean.
Yep.
And that's the really cool, the fun stuff about getting into like data brokering and stuff. It's like, bro, why do people charge so low anyway? Like, in the long term, it's going to be exceptionally valuable. I would, if I had user data, even with my tiny WAP right now, I wouldn't charge less than at least from the people we have in here, minimum, we're looking at 150K, 200K. This is less than 20 names in here. 150K, 200K. Like for that data. And people are charging pennies for data, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It is
Yeah.
super unethical also because when it comes to individuals,
Yeah.
the treatment is so much different. Like why aren't we putting the CEOs in jail?
Yeah. That's true. It's too complex still. I mean, if you think about it, right? Ooh, you should watch that podcast with Andrew Tate and what do you call it? Patrick Bet David and Valuetainment that came out recently, like yesterday.
Oh, really? They
It
made a
goes
new
on to this point.
podcast?
Huh? Yeah, podcast. He
I
was in
didn't know.
Florida. He's in Florida and he made a podcast with Valuetainment. It's really, really good. But well, one thing, it is too complicated uh to just to just fire a CEO. Instead, it's easier just to blame the company because there's too many eyes, too many hands, and you have to see, okay, this hand did it, this hand did it. At the end of the day, there's probably too many hands involved in it, and that would probably have a more detrimental impact on the economy, especially like say a company like, I don't know, what's a really major company? Okay, I always use Kellogg's as an example. You know, they're feeding hundreds of people. I mean millions of people every single day, right? If we try to go in, okay, the CEO did that, you know, half of the marketing team did that, half of the tech team did that. We need to go after them. You're going to end up destroying the company and crumbling it, and they're not going to be able to find replacements. It's just easier just to find the company, you know, here, boom. 13 million. Take that, pay it.
Yeah,
You know?
but it's funny, bro. It's funny and it's so
Yeah.
unethical. And also when it comes, I believe you know that the FTX the whole thing that with Sam Bankman-Fried that he had invested millions of dollars into the Biden campaign,
Yep.
and
Yep.
in the crypto
They
space
took that money. They loved it. They loved it.
they
And
loved
you
it.
know
Yeah,
something? The liberals, remember when the liberals talked about, Trump is just backed by a whole bunch of billionaires and look how much money Soros has given them, but they ignore it. Look how much with Mark Cuban now. Look how much, but they ignore it. But they want to blame the right wings, everything they do. It's crazy. But when it comes to targeting people, think about the Diddy case, right? I just want to think about just how crazy this is. Okay, so let's just say,
even his lawyer left him.
yeah, I know. But
Bro,
there's no hope with Diddy.
bro said, I cannot defend this. Leave me alone.
Yeah, there's no point. So this is the thing with Diddy, right? And I don't think people really understand just how deep and crazy this is. With Diddy, the likeliness, he let's just say minimum as an example, he messed around with 10 girls and he hurt 10 girls, drugged them, 10
and 10
girls.
boys.
Yep. Yep. What is the likeliness that out of those 10 girls, they were all quiet and that there aren't 10 other men that know and are associated with those girls being drugged? Okay? Look at this. How is it possible that only Diddy, with the scope of this problem, same thing with Epstein, only Epstein and his wife got arrested, or Epstein and his ex-wife Maxwell or something like that. Only those two. Look how big their operation was. Security guards ignored it. Come
And
on, you're
how
not going to
fa-
arrest the security guards.
and
Wait,
how
wait, wait, wait. You're not going. Yeah.
and
You
how
go ahead.
how fast everything was buried under the rug, right? That was crazy. Also,
Yep.
like
Yep.
the Epstein
Yep.
files, they are still secured somewhere in the White House.
Dude,
I believe Trump wants to share the Epstein files into to the public.
they can't. Dude, they could never share. Dude, okay, look. This is one of those situations where it's just like you will just never get the truth at all. And you just have to accept that you're never going to get it. There's too many high profile individuals involved in this. It would literally have a dramatic shift on the economy.
Yeah,
And
I believe
like
so too.
because they would have the truth of the matter is if it's been 4 or 5 years now, they would have released it.
I agree.
They just would have released it.
I
You
agree.
know, there's too many high
They
profile
killed the
people.
guy. They killed the guy. Secured the files. The
Yeah.
whole matter is dead.
Yeah. And this is what scares me the most. This is the reason I don't like the FBI, CIA. You have access to this data. You have access to this information that not even Congress has access to. And they're making the decisions over the country. That's scary as hell. That means you're more
Scary
powerful
as
than.
hell.
Look, think about this. hey, uh, if I can come to you and you rely on the information that I provide you to make decisions, dude, I literally can control you. I could say, "Oh, look, you weren't in Afghanistan, you weren't in Iran, but look, these terrorists, they captured all these people and they're keeping them hostage. It's thousands of people. You need to go out and send missiles." The only information that you have that can rely on is me. So you're like, okay, let's send some missiles down there. You have no choice. Like, what else are you gonna do? What
That's
other
what
information are you getting fed
I
to
have been
be able to make a different decision? You know?
I have been saying this for years, dude. With all this media bias and all these social media algorithms that are pushing bias
Yeah.
towards towards, yo, what's up, Trent?
What's up, Trent?
They are literally creating a new reality.
Yeah.
They can shape
Yeah.
reality in real time.
Yeah. Dude, and remember with the election, with the abortion thing, abortion was not America's biggest problem ever. They made it the biggest problem. And that it scared me so much. And hopefully it gets fixed sometime soon. I pray to God because it really, really matters. Um, I don't think people realize how detrimental abortion is, but they made abortion seem like it was a bigger problem than it ever was. No one was talking about abortion 4 years ago. And then they realized, okay, we can get Trump on this. Let's make it the biggest problem ever. Okay. No one was talking about abortion like that 10, 15 years ago. It wasn't the hot topic in the country. They made women believe that it was a hot topic. They made women believe that their rights were getting taken. That's sick, demented, and scary. And I don't know how you feel about this, but I think we do need something drastic to happen in order to put things back in order, right? You think about major situations that happen in throughout history that put things back in order. I would say the Revolutionary War was one of them. It at least stabilized the world enough to be like, okay, there's a new superpower. They're going to try to do everything right. Let's watch what they're doing and follow them. Hence the reason why America's where it is now. But now we're back at that stage again, right? We're back at that British paying forcing us to do pay too much in taxes situation. You
I
know,
agree, I agree.
we're back at that situation.
But now the culprit is the U.S. The roles
Yeah,
have been reversed.
yeah, and I don't know, man. It's so interesting because I think we found a way to demonize emperors and kings. You know, like we found a way to demonize them so bad, even though some of the greatest countries in the world had emperors and kings. And we've made it so obviously corporatized with our democracy. Maybe when it comes to that one world order, it's all going to be corporate, right? You don't live in a country anymore. You live in a corporate state. You know, we're going to change the name or something. You know, you live in the corporate state of
I
Dominion or
definitely
the
believe
corporate
this.
state of Apple. You know,
This is where we're
it's
heading,
so
dude.
good.
This is where we're heading. I believe we are already there because uh,
Yeah,
let's get for example my country, right? Like now I live
yeah,
in Greece. I'm half Greek, half Italian. So Greece GDP is $200 billion.
yeah,
That means that effectively Elon Musk, if he sells everything, he can buy the
mhm,
whole Greece, the whole country, and still have
yeah,
$200 billion left.
yeah.
Isn't
To go
that
have fun.
completely crazy?
Yeah.
Like
But even
how this valuation works?
yeah, but even crazier, let's look about the distribution of that 200 billion because it's not 50% of the people in Greece are all doing well, you know, or 90%. No, there's people in Greece who are probably struggling more than the people at the top. So that
Bro, of course.
distribution, yep, yeah, yeah. So
So
it's so crazy, man.
let me give you a fast financial analysis of a Greek that he's in the middle class, right?
Yeah.
He earns €1,000 per month,
Mm.
and the rent is €700. The
Oh
electricity
God.
is €100,
Mm.
internet, whatever, phone bills, bro,
Yeah.
how people are managing to survive, to even live
Mm,
in this type of situation.
yeah. Yeah. No, that's why when I see people like that, I can tell in Greece that there's some type of family structure that's still there, that people like
Yeah,
at
that
least
is true.
value tradition. When
Yeah.
you do that, you can survive through those really rough times. You can survive it. You look at Mormons, for example. That's why I go to the Mormon church a lot. Some of these guys aren't millionaires. You know, they're not pulling Catholic stuff. They're not multimillionaires. And I ask myself, how are they surviving enough to be able to have 13 children? You know, and it's that same situation is that when you have culture with you and you have some type of family structure, it alleviates that pain. Right now, I'm personally in pain. I'm like in pain of I need to always make money. Like I go one if I go 1 week without making money, like I'm behind on rent, right? I
Mhm.
have no family culture to kind of alleviate that pain. I don't have any way to just be like, oh, okay, you know, it's okay. Look, I don't have my bills paid, but at least tomorrow I'm gonna go to my my sister's birthday party, and we're all gonna hang out and we're gonna talk about the stories that we had as a kid. That doesn't exist for me. You know,
Yeah, I
my
know, I
only
know.
focus right now is the money. So I'm assuming in Greece is that situation where there's a lot of culture and people can survive through the chaos and the pain through having some type of family and culture.
Honestly speaking,
Yo, what's up, Trent?
yo, what's up, guys? Yeah, welcome, bro.
Joe is back. Joe is back.
Yeah, I was wondering if we're gonna hang around here or go into WAPU.
Yo, do you guys join my stream at 7:30 today if you're available?
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
doing yeah, we're going to do a deep dive discussion
Oh
into
yeah,
their
that will be after Trump gives his presidential address tonight.
oh
So
yeah.
that'll be perfect timing for me.
Yeah. So we're doing a deep dive discussion into the sentencing and punishing for AI related crimes within both the private and public sector. And it's
Oh,
yeah, we're trying to
dude,
determine. Yeah.
did you listen to Melania Trump's announcement yesterday? Then,
I did not. What did she say?
dude, she was talking about finally getting the Stop It Now Act passed through Congress,
Mm.
which is an anti-AI deepfake bill
Oh,
where
please, they need to do
police
that.
enforcers can now actually go to the tech companies and demand that social media actually take down deepfakes
Ooh.
of underage and college age women.
Awesome, awesome. Dude, I'm gonna add that because I already I have like the list of like subjects that we have within that. So dude,
No,
I'm
no,
going to
I'll find the link for you right now and just
no,
DM
I
you
actually have
that.
it pulled up. Have it pulled up now. This is awesome. This
Well,
is awesome.
you got many hours to just watch the whole conference, right?
Yeah,
Take notes on it because they
dude, this is
had
awesome.
victim advocates at the announcement.
Mm. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Thank you so much for this, dude. This is big.
And
But
more to learn about the world, you know.
yeah. And dude, it's like, dude, I'm in the AI space. This is something like so important to me. I'm like, I completely miss this. You know? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. But this is beautiful.
Well,
But
especially when the topic is on AI security, you know,
yeah.
and ethics and law, you know.
Yeah. Dude, it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. All right, yeah. But man, actual first lady again. Isn't that beautiful?
Mhm.
Dude. You know, you remember when Michelle Obama she spent like 120 million on like the cyberbullying and bullying campaign? Like when I was a kid at that time, so like middle school, for like middle schoolers and high schoolers. I always make the joke that they spent that money on me because they had to stop me from bullying everybody. I was pretty I wasn't a bully, but like I was too cutthroat with my responses to people in school, you know? I was just way too cutthroat, like, especially when people said stupid stuff.
Yeah, same here. Also, when I was younger,
Mm.
I valued a high IQ more than anything, and
Yeah,
I've changed this opinion drastically the last 10 years.
yeah,
Like now, I value
yeah,
character more than anything.
yeah. And well, I think it is good for children to at least some way value their intelligence more than character, because most of the time those children's characters aren't built out at all. You know, the only reason your character right now is built out is because of those situations of where you weren't being very characterful and being a right and just person,
I
but now
agree.
you are, so you can actually. But those children in middle school, high school, they're still building their character. For them to actually have good emotion to value it, I guess. Mm. Yeah, it's so crazy, dude.
What's up, Trent, bro? Why you are not speaking, brother?
Is he muted? Yeah, he's muted.
I'm listening to this Andrew Tate podcast.
Oh, dude, we were just talking about that with Valuetainment, dude. So good. We got to talk about that after, dude.
I actually
Such,
watched the whole 3 hours.
dude. How did you watch the 3 hours? From where? I only see the
2x.
clips.
I
From
also
where?
saw it when it came out, like 2 hours after it came out. I just started playing it on 2x.
From where? Where do you watch the whole thing from? I only see Valuetainment's.
It's on PBD podcast.
Yeah,
YouTube.
PBD's podcast.
Like directly on his channel.
Yeah, here's the
Yeah.
link in the WAP chat.
You see, I don't watch
Yeah, I
his
don't know how you
channel
can listen
directly.
to it on 2x. You talk so fast.
With Andrew Tate.
Dude, I watch so much stuff. I watch so much long form content. If I didn't do it on 2x, I would never get through all my long form content.
Bro, me who puts it through an AI generator, tell me what this video is about. Okay, so on Perplexity, you can update your personal information and everything about you. And I've done that with Perplexity. So anytime I put a video in there, I ask it to output and find the relevant points to me and the things and the views that I feel. And it works really, really
Do you
well.
have any AI clipping tools?
Like auto clippers,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Opus Clip, stuff like
Opus
that.
Clip.
Yeah.
Just got a new one.
You yelled at me for not knowing what the fuck that was yesterday.
Yes. Use Opus
I
Clip.
got a new one of Opus Clip. It's called Vizard.
Zizler?
Yeah.
Hold on, it's hold on. Let me grab
Does
the link.
Opus Clip have a free trial thing?
A free
It's,
what?
Yeah,
It does.
Trial
free.
thing?
It does.
Yeah, they
but
do.
There's a free.
But you'll go through the free trial in like, I don't know. If you're not careful and you don't know what you're doing, you'll go through it in like a day, 2 days.
It will have a watermark though.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
there's a free. If you already have the clip done, there's also a free caption.
Oh, you're talking about Vizard, right? Is that what you're saying? Vizard?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good one too. That's a good one
That's
too.
a good one too. Yeah, and also Streamlabs have a new AI tool for short clip for creating
Yeah.
automatically short clips.
Dude.
But it's so the thing is, I would say you're still going to have a little bit of an issue with even utilizing Opus Clip and Vizard, because the depth of the topics that you're talking about are they are really, really detailed, right? You're not just talking about a ancient mystery or something like that. With an ancient mystery, you can tell, okay, this is the big part. Same thing with Andrew Tate's podcasts with the Valuetainment, right? You can easily tell where the high moments and the low moments are. I guess with trading, you might not be able to present that as easily. So you might spend some more money than most people do, to say the least. Trying to find the right clips and everything.
Can y'all go and like up my my tweet so I can
Yeah.
get my content reward?
Yeah. Can you
Yeah, of
drop
course.
it in chat?
Share a link.
Yeah, I did. I put it in there. Just gotta scroll up a little bit.
Oh, you did? Oh. Wizard Opus Clip.
I'm liking
that
and,
is-
and reposting this bitch.
Okay.
Now
maybe
I'm about to edit the stream I did this morning. That's an hour long, like on the dot. But
Yeah.
for Vizard, am I gonna get for the trial? If I upload a 1 hour video and try and get clips out of it, is it gonna watermark it all and whatnot?
Visit, I don't think has a trial. It's I was just sharing that it's a new one. I think that I'm trying to think of one that doesn't have a watermark or anything like that and has a trial.
Try that cross clip application from Streamlabs.
Oh, there's the free version of Visit is 60 upload minutes per month, so I can do exactly one video.
Yeah. And no, well, remember, it's not going to be just one video. You might put that video in there a couple times until
Oh,
you
and it
get what you
only
want.
and the free version only exports in 720p. That's kind of useless for me.
Yeah, yeah, and
Um,
that's where you're gonna run into that situation with all of them. You're
I
gonna
mean,
run
I
up the
could
money.
certainly
There's
pay. I
Yeah,
wouldn't mind paying, but it's more like a lot of my issue with a lot of these clippers
you
is
know what?
because I'm doing
Hold
mostly
on,
long
hold on,
form
hold on.
content. I want to
yeah,
actually like give these things like a proper trial,
This
like
is
see if it works
yeah.
with my workflow.
yeah,
But none of these
This is
trials
the
actually
best.
give me access to the features that I would need
yeah,
to like actually try the stuff. Now I understand why they don't do it because then people would just churn free trials.
Oh,
yeah,
no, this is like for your use case. This is the best one. Riverside, the
yeah,
magic clips from Riverside,
yeah,
because there's no time limit and on the upload and I haven't found anything else like that that has an unlimited duration upload, and it lets you do the magic clips for free with the watermark, uh, and then like if you want to just upgrade, then it'll take
Yeah, I
the
actually wouldn't
watermark off it.
honestly mind a watermark so long I could actually, you know, try out the full functionality of stuff for my clipping.
Oh yeah, then that's the one for you, Riverside.
yeah. That would be it there. Good stuff. Good stuff.
What's up, Mark?
What's going on? How you doing?
Good, good. Where are you driving to?
School.
Oh, you
I
go
mean,
to
it looks
school in
like
person?
Bizarre actually gives you more tokens and data for stuff for
Yeah.
cheaper.
You go to school in person?
Unfortunately, yes.
Bro, you know who you kind of look like from this angle?
What?
Jack Doherty.
No, don't say that.
No, don't say that. He looks like the guy who always uses Samsung products. Like he's always using Samsung products. He just made a collaboration with Carter
I don't
PCS.
know who you're talking about.
Oh, dude, you'll see him.
Jack
He
Doherty.
looks like. Don't crash your car though.
Oh, I'm just a park man.
Joe, because
Fasting.
your,
And
your,
I think
your connection is cooked, bro.
so.
Mine?
No, what's his name?
Mark's.
I think in a park here.
Oh, he's underground.
What's his name? Oh goodness, what's his name?
Joe, for what you want to do, I would advise to use all the free credits from all the auto generate clips and from all these AI tools. Just use them
Yeah.
all and use all the free credits every month.
Yeah, and see which one's more valuable, the most valuable, because then you probably, be able to invest a little bit intelligently. Excited. Okay, so Apple released a new iPad Air. That's what the hype was for. Cool. Dude,
What's
get
the What's the
Yeah.
MSRP?
It's like $7.99.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know. My internet there is lagged out.
Yeah. There's no point in getting like this with the iPads. You're either going to go on one end of the spectrum or the high end of the spectrum. You should not try to go in the middle because you're just wasting. I always say you're truly just wasting money. You get the iPad 10th generation. That is I would say one of the best iPads for budget value for the average citizen.
I
You need
agree.
that iPad 10th generation,
I agree.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you oh no, dude. It's five, dude. Let's actually, before I even say this, let's look at the specs. So it's actually $599, not $799. But let's see what you're missing from this, okay? So let's just say I do 11-inch model. So they have two models. There's the 11-inch model and then the 13-inch model. The 13-inch model comes in at $799. The 11-inch model comes at $599, right? Let's look at the gigabytes.
Oh, there's a Riverside 14-day trial for the Pro. I'm gonna do that. Oh, but they want you to put in your credit card and all that. All right.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, you don't have a
that's
spam credit
standard
card,
play.
bro? You just don't have like a just
Oh
for
yeah, I
subscriptions?
know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Dude,
Yeah,
I have that
I've never
just for
bugged with that because I don't use it frequently enough.
You can just get a separate checking account with your bank. See if they give you another just debit card and have it for just load like $50 on it or something. Because I've had it before where I signed up for a subscription and they instead of charging the $1, they tested it out with their full subscription amount. You know? It was like I don't know how much it was. Like $14 or something. Yeah, so they tested out with their full subscription amount to see if you could pay it. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it later.
Yeah,
A little
no,
too much
and it's really good.
free trial.
Yeah, no, it's really good because there are subscriptions that I've signed up for and I totally forgot. Like so, oh my goodness. When I was in college, I got Adobe for $79 a month. And I was paying that for close to 5 to 6 months straight before I even recognized it.
Yup.
And then just for me to can't go through the process of canceling it, it took like another 2 months because I was trying to figure it out in school time. So I spent like 9 months paying $79, so it's close to $80.
Yeah,
And that money's just gone.
Yeah, I swear this is a business model for most of the subscription based softwares. They have
Yeah.
a free trial. They want you to put your credit card in, so you forget when the free trial ends, and then they're going
Yeah.
to charge you. And if they do that
Yeah.
2 million times, they generated $30 million extra in revenue.
Yeah,
out of
that's
nowhere.
that's when if you see companies like DoorDash or Uber Eats, they always ask you for like a backup card and do not do it. DoorDash, the most manipulative subscription model I've ever seen. I think they're worse than Adobe. Adobe's bad, but
Adobe
DoorDash
the
is
worst,
crazy.
bro.
Look.
I'm the biggest Adobe hater in the world.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I hate Adobe, bro. I hate the company.
Dude, I know exactly how you feel, man. That lawsuit that they got, I don't think they need to pay out more. What was that, 1.6 billion that they had to pay out? But that wasn't even enough. But look, this is the crazy thing. Oh my goodness, with DoorDash, they're so conniving. I'm hoping they fixed it. So you can delete the Dash Pass monthly subscription from one card. But if you order again, they'll automatically start it on any of the backup cards that they have. So you say if you have like 4 cards connected, like I did, right? I canceled the Dash Pass on my my first card, and when I made my next order, I thought I canceled Dash Pass, and they're like, "Oh no, well you still had these other cards on file, so blah blah blah." And even though you removed the card, something like that. So they continued with the subscription. It's absolutely crazy. It's so crazy, man.
I
But
get that.
yeah. But here's a interesting question when it comes to like capitalism. I think the ultimate level of capitalism is a subscription model. You know what I mean? Because it's unfair to look, the idea is the company creates such an amazing product and then you pay for it one time, right? Would you rather have that or have the ability to pay that monthly subscription model? For the average person, they're not financially intelligent enough to say, okay, it's probably cheaper for me just to save up and I can pay for that full year of the subscription. So I guess the ultimate model of capitalism is just having a subscription model, you know?
By the way, do
That's
you
why you
guys
have
know?
subscription models with the fit. Yeah.
Do you guys know how I can change the streaming title for my WoP stream without ending
Exit the
live?
stream and restart it, or not. Don't like end the stream. Just exit it, and when you have the option to get back in, you can change the stream title from there. I think.
Okay, let me check it out. Well,
Or maybe he might have to be on mobile because that happens for me on mobile.
yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. Try don't see if you can log into your mobile version and like exit the live stream. Oh no, that's when you begin the live stream. That's not gonna work either.
Yeah, they definitely have to fix this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh. Money. That's what I want. Lots of money. That's what I want. Yay. I get to delete all these terrible experiences that I created and remake them. And then I still have to deal with their date time thing because I don't know if they fixed it. Or the day will be an hour earlier after wait, let me look it up. When it is spring.
So as the campus, Mark.
What do you say?
I'm saying to Mark to show us the campus, yeah. Oh, you're in the parking lot.
Oh, they
Awesome.
updated the ways to earn on the explore page. Now it has all the content rewards.
Ooh, awesome, awesome. Okay, I was actually gonna work on my content rewards. Are you guys gonna start that up as well? You
Yeah,
guys gonna do content? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And,
Yeah, so let me know when you do your tweet because I just didn't. That was the
Yeah.
tweet that I posted.
Yo, I also have an idea. Like,
What's up?
we can actually set up a podcast type of video,
What just happened?
and we can all collaborate.
Oh damn! My
Shoot a video professionally. I can handle the video editing. I'm a pretty good video editor, and we can at the same time promote WOP and each other businesses, and we can spread this video to all of our social media platforms.
Yeah.
From five different people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, this live stream is a great ability for us to do it too, because if we say take this live stream and put it through like Opus Clip, right? It has our names on it. That's a great way as well because we can all post each other's content.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right. You're a genius.
Yeah, I
That's
thought
exactly what.
yeah, I thought about it. We can host this podcast inside WOP's live stream. Download the shit. I will video edit it. I will send it to all of you, and that's done. No.
That's done.
Yeah.
That's done. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yep.
Yeah. And at the
We
same
just need
time,
we just
promote
need
each
like
other
5
business.
minutes. We just
Yo,
need
go
5
ahead.
minutes of content for each these apps. Like if we talk about whatever they want us to talk about, you know,
Yeah.
like whatever the thing is. If it's content
we will
reward,
basically promote each other business
Yeah.
and WOP both at the same time, to all our social media from 4, 5
Yeah.
different people. Like
Yeah,
this is genius, bro.
Let's get it
Yes,
done.
sir.
Yeah, I've sent the idea yesterday in the Discord chat, and we can also do it for the long form too. We can do it for the YouTube video for a long form YouTube video too, because I can speak about my business and my vision and how long I have been working on it and all this type of stuff and explaining the walkthrough through my WOP and Discord for hours. You guys can do the same thing. So we can actually have a very long format that we can upload it on YouTube with a slick video editing, not Mr. Beast type of editing, you know, and also get the long form type rewards from WOP clips.
Oh, I'm still trying to get into WAP UGC creators though. I don't know. What does WAP Clips want you to do?
Dude, that's a really good idea,
To get
Ari.
their-
And then you could just short form content, all the long form content.
Their content reward.
Yeah, and repurpose it again to all social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And then you're growing everything and getting paid by WAP.
yeah.
That's actually a great idea.
Oh, so this is what Mark was doing with Genius was for the WAP Clips.
Yeah, I have a bunch of clipping accounts set up.
Oh, wait a second. Did I miss a step?
Basically, the only qualifications is like you need to have like a WAP link in your bio. You need to have like WAP at the bottom of the screen for short form content. There's like a couple little things.
Yo, by the way, I just followed you back on Twitter. I forgot to do it. Lol.
Me or who?
Yeah, you. I just followed you back, bro. I forgot.
Okay. I'm
Oh.
back.
Yeah, I don't think I'm following. Oh yeah, I am. I'm following you.
Currently rendering proxy media here in DaVinci for editing my stream today. And the last couple of times I've done this, my computer's crashed on me. So if I
Yeah,
drop
I'm
out,
following you.
Oh.
but I'm doing this now
Did-
because instead of like trying to create a proxy for a 3 or 4 hour live stream, this one was like 59 minutes. So I'm going to see how it does because in all seriousness, having proxy media makes editing go by so much faster.
Yeah. Will.
I wonder if you can steal. Well, what I would do is like, whatever Diego posted for content rewards, we could steal it. But I don't know.
Yo, question. Do you guys know that company called Nielsen? They do like ratings and stuff. Like,
I'm not so sure. If you send the link,
Yep,
I might.
Rings a bell.
yep, Nielsen. Dude,
Yeah.
I think they have to be some type of FBI government agency, and I don't mean this as a joke. It's really scary to to track people, because what they do is they send you out these devices that track your what you do on the internet, but they can also effectively track what's happening on your neighbor's devices as well, and they're exceptionally selective on they're called the Nielsen ratings. You probably heard them on like for jokes and stuff, because they're always contacting people. But
Mhm.
they can capture the data and what your neighbors are seeing and what your neighbors are watching. Like literally, that's why they say you're a Nielsen family, because they can capture the data of multiple people. And I think that's a way for the FBI, CIA to keep track of people and what they're watching, what they're doing.
I feel like they
Um,
can see it anything either way.
Yeah, well, I guess that is true, but it's the approach. If you put a third party or a person in front of it, then it's a little bit harder to track it and say, okay, well, directly came from the FBI, directly came from the CIA or NSA. When you have a company like Nielsen fronting all of it, it's easier because the data that they're providing isn't useful enough for me to be paying their $2,000 prices for their marketing things or their $500 prices. The data that they're giving isn't worth it enough, you know? And they're like they can track real time everything you're doing, whether you're listening to music and the audio, they can hear what you're saying to the devices the wristbands that they give you to wear. And even though you're making like they pay you money, they pay you like $100 or so to do it. They can even track all of that stuff. And it's kind of mind blowing.
Yo,
It's
so
kind of
yo,
yeah.
I want us to organize this WOP clipping thing professionally.
Okay.
Do you guys want to schedule when are we gonna host this WOP live stream that we all present our own businesses, our own WOPs, walkthrough to our vision and to our
Yeah.
WOPs and Discord servers? Do you guys want to write down a script and do you want to schedule when you guys want to do it?
Hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let's do
We
that.
should
figure
get
it out. Yeah.
Dan on here too.
You know what? Let's
Yeah.
do it tomorrow because then we can send out a message just prepping everyone else who's not here. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying, hey, we're gonna do this clipping thing tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Just put the idea together, like
And
what
that
it's
will
gonna look
also
like.
give us the rest of the day, honestly, to think about it.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. I write some bullet points, a little bit of a script.
Yeah.
We are also
Well, just bullet points and topic points and like how to use points and pros and cons of the services points, right?
Mhm.
And then when we
Where did we?
bring up the
Where was the collaborative note? Is that the one?
it's going to be in the WAP Discord group chat now.
And also the thing
we
is
just-
when like conversating, because I know I do it all the time, how far we deviate from a topic too. You know what I mean? Because if if we want to might make a clip for something, we don't want to get into something real good topic and stuff that's a banger game, and then we start talking about like Russia-Ukraine war.
Well, we can always
You
edit.
know?
Yeah. That's why I said to do it a little bit more professionally and schedule a specific date and time, and have a little bit of a script or a bullet point list.
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, right
remember
now
how
we
we
need to
went
be
off of-
mostly talking about the content rewards because that's what they want to promote.
Remember how we went off talking about the pyramids the other day?
Yeah.
Which is what we kind of did yesterday, but let's not use those examples. Let's pick out a
Yeah,
different
Because we can do
example.
business related stuff. We all have business acumen here to be able to focus on business related topics, you know.
Yeah, because it's all cool, like to talk about promoting OnlyFans models with content rewards, but
Yeah. If we
I
are
don't
going
know
to
if
talk
that's-
about that, it has to be like in relation to something that's valuable to our users, I guess, or our viewers. You know.
yeah, exactly. Like I think that I think podcasters are probably the best example because they make long format content,
Mhm.
and then their followers can go in and find the best highlights of it. They
Yeah.
might see it differently than the
They did,
AI,
yeah.
or they might,
Mm.
and then the offer will be like, $1. I think the minimum is $1 for 1,000 views. Then
Yeah.
you load the balance and set
Yo,
set up the campaign.
for long form is $50 per 1K views.
For which one?
For
Oh, for long form content. Yeah, that makes sense. That
For
Yeah,
makes
long
sense.
form is huge.
for long
Yeah.
for that's what I said. We want to create a nice long form YouTube video with sections, with slick video editing, um,
Hmm.
uh, extremely focused on our business. We don't want to talk about politics and religion and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it is going to be focused on our WOPs, Discords, a walkthrough to our WOPs, to our business, how we utilize WOP and to promote our business, and also to host our business actually, because we are all hosting our businesses inside WOP.
Yeah.
And we will effectively promote each other businesses and WOP both at the same time. And I believe we are going to have great success with this business model. I believe it's a very good little ecosystem to create.
Yeah. Pretty sure.
And the YouTube video has also sections, like one section can be um, Firestarts community, another section Treadnox community, another section Flowstart, the dance community, another section Aristotle's Academy, another section whatever. And viewers can choose whatever they want, whatever they like, whatever they want to see.
Yeah.
We can also tag each other on the YouTube video. I don't know if you guys have a YouTube channel, but it's nothing to create a YouTube channel. And
Yeah.
it is also a very good incentive to start your YouTube channel also.
Yeah. Now that I have the stream key to do TikTok live streams from you, Aristotle, that's been a banger. I still yet to do it. I definitely need to get a new computer before I attempt to do that, because this one's gonna die. Hence the reason I'm always on my phone. Like this one won't, it can't even handle WAP live streams right now. That's how like cooked it is. And it's not a
Yeah,
bad
I
computer
ain't gonna
either.
lie. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is so disappointing to hear, since you have the latest and the fattest and the best iPhone model
Yeah.
out there. Like, this is so disappointing to hear.
Yes, well, I did spend a good portion on this iPhone, so but yeah.
Like my
Yeah.
iPhone 13 Pro has been killing it. I have never had any heating issues or lag or anything.
Mm. Well, dude, I mean, I use my iPhone to game before, and like that's what something that was the first thing I did when I got the phone. I downloaded Call of Duty Mobile because I wanted to test, because everyone's talking about like it's good at gaming now. It's average in comparison to like other phones. It's average, but I was running like 120 FPS max settings when I first got it. So in its first usage part of life, it was absolutely getting cooked. So maybe that's the reason.
Also, bro, you should definitely start doing your own research and find a used MacBook, bro. I
Yeah.
believe you can find some very good prices, some very good offers out there, especially in Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. Yep, I would do that with your.
By the way,
Looking at
I love Apple products.
Yep. Same here.
So
At least.
yesterday I talked to Larry,
Mhm.
and she gave me a lot of feedback, but I was just thinking about content rewards in regards to that account. And like it would be cool um if I could somehow use content rewards for short format, where I could get like the latest esports clips
Mm.
and publish them as news about the business of esports. Um,
Yes. Dude, you can probably set up an automation for that too.
Yeah,
Because
you
I know
what
can.
do
we were
you what do
talking
you
about
mean?
setting up the automation for Lara yesterday, right? We can probably set up an
Oh,
automation for that too. So do you mean esports news
for
from like other people's content?
well, I mean from the leagues mostly, like the tournaments.
Man, we might run into trouble with that.
Like, for example, have you guys seen this new League of Legends team that has been put together with live streamers? It is European based, and the name is Los Ratones. Do you guys know this Cadril streamer? Do you guys know? Have you ever seen any League of Legends streams?
Like esports streams? I've
Yeah,
seen their esports streams.
Do you
I haven't
guys
seen this team. No.
do you guys watch League of Legends streams or at least tournaments?
No, just the tournaments. That's all. I don't even know how to play the game at all. I just
But
watch the tournaments because they
but
look
you
cool.
still watch the tournament. Yeah, okay, yeah. Same. I still watch the tournaments even if I haven't played the game for years.
Yeah. That's the same thing with Fortnite. I still keep up with it. And
Bro, the League of
uh,
Legends tourneys are on a
True.
whole other level in the last 3 years, bro.
yeah.
Hey, how long do you have if a domain you own like if the card on file doesn't work?
It's 90 days, 60 or 90 days. Mhm.
Is it? Okay.
It probably
'Cause I
depends.
was just
Do you
like-
have if you have IONOS, it's 90 days. I learned this the hard way. And it was not even my fault either. It was an old card because I switched banks, and I had an old
Yeah.
card. I had the account deleted, and I had the Play Alpha domain. And but yeah, it's 90 days. But they do pretty well in trying to get in contact with you, though. You know.
Yeah, that happened to me on GoDaddy. Like
Hmm.
I
And
had
they didn't
the
call
esports
you
business
anything?
network website. No, and then like
Hmm.
they made me pay $200 to get it back. And I was like,
Oh goodness.
Yo, that's crazy.
Always, dude, because I know they probably gave you like a discounted price when you bought it the first time, right? Like a multi-year deal,
no,
right? Because
.gg domains are expensive as fuck.
dude, I got playalpha.gg for $70. Yeah, $70, and I paid that for 2 years.
That's expensive as fuck, man. That's like, most domains are like
You should
$12, whatever.
actually do not buy the playalpha.gg domain. I will find you and I will get you. I'm gonna use that domain again someday.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I stated
yeah,
that,
I
I
wouldn't
think
do that.
if you did end up doing it, I could take you to the court of law. Nah, just joking. No, you probably have the right to get it anyway. If it's open on the market. Yeah. But no, Play Alpha, the name is so oof. It's so sexy for an esports company, dude. It's so sexy. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. It's the sexiest thing, dude. It's so
Pretty
cute,
good
dude.
name.
Dude, when I was coming up with that, I was brainstorming with someone else who's actually going to be an investor. He does construction out in Colorado, makes millions, dude. And he had his own esports team that went down, that he was throwing some big money into Fortnite scene. They still have some of their social media up right now. But he was going to put some big money into this, and then some chaos broke out in his life, and unfortunately
I was
it's back to
thinking
just
that
me.
we can also attend some YouTube events like the VidCon event that is huge. Even Mr. Beast is going, like TwitchCon event.
Yeah. That's a great idea.
These are
Yeah.
huge events, yeah, and we can also record them and get a little bit of content from it.
Yeah. Ooh, and anytime you see someone trying to broker a domain, especially with GoDaddy, try to find the person who owns it and contact them directly, because you'll probably be able to get a cheaper price. Brokers know that they can wait like 5-6 months, and you're paying $119 for them, while you could have just had the domain by emailing the person who owns it. What's your domain, Trent?
EBN.gg.
How much are you paying for that?
That same 70.
Okay. Not bad.
Oh no. I am paying
The 200 now, I forgot
39
yet.
No. I had to buy it back for 200.
Okay.
No, I'm paying 39.95 euros, whatever that is.
That's not bad. Ew.
Because I bought it directly from
And then,
Gurney.
dude, I attempted to do the domain reselling stuff. I didn't know what I was doing. That was the biggest waste of money. I think I wasted like $400 on that stuff. I was buying like biz.net, business near me, stuff like that. It's just like no one was interested in buying it. Cause I buy like a 1 year deal, it'll be like $9.99 for the first month, or not for the first year, and I was trying to like resell it. Didn't work out for me at all. I
By
made
the
zero money
way,
from
by
it.
the way, Twitch has released a referral program for the TwitchCon event, and if you refer 10 different people, you can attend the event for free.
Mm.
Where it's in San Diego, right?
No, it's in Rotterdam, Amsterdam.
Oh, the EU. Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Y'all, Godwin, you should check out the website, ebn.gg.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually checked it out now, just now. I like it. I like it.
Because it's like it hasn't been edited in a while, and I haven't done. I've done a little bit of editing for the WAP,
Mhm.
but like I'm trying to move all my websites basically to funnel into WAP.
Yeah, dude, that's actually what the guy was talking about this morning. The live stream Aristotle showed us is that as a one-man team, it is so hard to run all these things, these funnels. I mean, you're talking about websites, you're talking about, you know, your WAP now, you're talking about sales, you're talking about your marketing, you're talking about all of this
Content
executive
about
legal stuff. It's
Discord.
so hard to balance it. Social media, you know? Yeah. What were you saying, Aristotle?
Oh, nothing. I was just agreeing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's so hard to balance all of this stuff here. We need to go and pay someone from the Philippines $400 a month to be a virtual assistant. Have you guys gotten any virtual assistants before?
What do you mean?
But yeah, every once in a while I'll go on Fiverr and grab
Yeah.
somebody. But I was just looking for somebody that can, I mean, y'all might be able to help out with this, but uh basically I need to uh help my client download all these phone numbers, but the mini chat, just waiting for that mini chat, Ari. I need that mini chat for TikTok to
Yeah,
grab all these
bro.
phone numbers
Same.
off of.
You guys are what are you trying to do?
Well, I have like my TikTok live client, he gets everyone on the live to give him his phone numbers via the DMs,
Mm.
and then there's no way to like it's overwhelming.
You have to go
I
one
told him
by
to
one,
use
putting in their phone numbers and stuff, copy and pasting it.
exactly, yeah. Oh man,
Mm.
you just broke my brain. Okay, yep, that's what I just have to do the work, and because I just connected his account to
Mm.
the business account on TikTok, Business Center, and I need to go in and copy paste all those numbers into those things, and then maybe I could download it as a CSV. I'm not sure.
I don't know if for each separate DM. I could imagine there's probably an app that can do that. But you can attach it to like an let me check. Let's check Appify, see what they have.
Appify for TikTok.
Let's see if they have a tool that can do that. Extract specific messages from DM. Not gonna say Appify is not the most moderated thing. Legal thing.
Yeah.
Let's see if they do. No, they don't.
There's a TwitchCon in San Diego also, in like 7 months from now.
Are they? I've never been to a TwitchCon, but I think it would be really relevant now with WAP.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I've
You
never
think
been to a
WAP should
TwitchCon
host
either.
something like this, like a TwitchCon type thing? That would be pretty cool.
I've
Sorry,
never been
kind
to a
of off
TwitchCon
topic.
either, I'm gonna lie. Yo, let's check the San Diego one. TwitchCon San Diego, October.
Crazy.
The tickets are not available yet for the San Diego one. For the Amsterdam one, they are available.
Yeah. VidCon seems like more of the right move.
By the way, the tickets are so cheap. It's only €125 for 2 days for the whole event.
Man, I'm getting so many spam text messages.
I've been getting a lot of spam calls too. Something must have
This one is
happened.
crazy.
Is your phone number connected to your Google business profile?
I got banned from.
Oh, goodness gracious. You gotta get that back, man.
I know, because it had a bunch of reviews on it.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
crazy.
Dude, no, then you seriously need to get that back.
I tried. They just won't give it back to me, and I think it was a hater.
Is
Like,
it just
it's
for
my video production company.
is it like for verification? Like they're not able to verify you or something? Like what's the issue? To like
No, they
'cause
said
even-
that I had fake reviews.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's because I think a hater went on there and reported me because I was getting like
Hmm.
my video production company was actually starting to like really take off locally and like and everything like
Dude.
that. And then so people were putting reviews on it and it was like 50 or 60 reviews and it was starting to grow up to be #1. And
Dude.
I think some haters got me.
Dude, that's so crazy. Probably another agency. You see with the marketing agency, I feel like they definitely do that to other marketing because there's just so many now in this day and age. Especially my local area, there's 1,000 marketing agencies. You know, they probably do that stuff. Dude, but that's crazy.
Oh shit,
though.
I gotta show up. First time. Oh, dude, you know who Sean Kelly is? From the
Veteran,
Digital
right?
Social
He's
Hour.
the veteran, right? The veteran.
No, he made Chibi Dinos, the NFT.
Oh,
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Yeah, well, he has he's throwing a party and I got invited this week. And
Awesome.
yeah.
Yo, by the way, is my microphone better today than the other days?
Sounds about the same.
Yeah, sounds the same. I
It
mean, it
sounds-
never
it
sounded
sounds the
bad in the
same.
first place, if that's what you're wondering.
Ah, really?
Yeah, I don't think it sounded bad.
Yeah.
I was using my MacBooks all the time. All this time I was using my MacBook's microphone, but now I'm using this little shit. The wireless
clip
the
one?
Boya one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, this is awesome.
Can you guys listen to the music while I'm speaking?
Can we hear it?
Yeah, can you hear the music while I'm speaking?
Just a little bit in the background. It's only when you're speaking. It's not right now. Like if you stop talking, we don't hear anything.
Yeah. So at least the noise cancellation it is much better than my MacBooks.
Yeah.
Dude, so crazy, man. This guy is crazy. He's out of his mind.
Have you ever been to San Diego?
Yeah, one time before for like a quick in and out for the actually I grew up like my early childhood 1 to 5 I went to school in California and I would go down there with the family. But then, when I was like a teen and adult, I went there like 2 times.
I want to
To the
visit.
San Diego Zoo
I want to
and
visit. I want to visit two places in the U.S. One is San Diego. From what I've
Mhm,
seen, the place is a paradise,
Mm.
and the
mhm.
other place is Nashville, Tennessee.
Ooh,
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna
been
like
to both of those.
yeah, you're gonna like Nashville. You're gonna like Nashville, and then my sister was stationed, not stationed, but she was near San Diego for a good while. But you're gonna like Nashville. It's just like I would say like every other place, major city in the US, they have their really, really goods and their really, really bads, you know? So
Yeah, Nashville's different.
yeah.
The what's it called? Oh, geez, why is this blinking on me? But Broadway, uh, is the main like road that everyone goes down, and it's like just so much music, like so many talented music people.
Yeah. From what I've seen, Nashville looks such an amazing place. Like so much different than the rest of the U.S.
Mhm.
People are so kind there, and I don't know,
Yeah,
the whole lifestyle looks
yeah.
very attractive.
No, I totally
Yeah,
agree. It's
you go to Nashville, you had to go to the Opry.
mhm.
It has an opera.
No, well, it's country music,
Yeah, I got you.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By the way, I
How
love
much would
country
you all
music.
pay for a third party Mac, not third party, like a MacBook from like Facebook Marketplace?
Oh, which one?
Because
Depends on Moscow. Yeah,
none of these prices look consistent at all.
yeah, they are
I
not.
mean,
Yeah, that's how Facebook Marketplace
You
works.
yeah,
you need at least you're looking at a MacBook Pro or a MacBook Air?
probably definitely a Pro, I'm assuming.
Yeah, you look for a pro.
Okay, well, you need an older one. I think you can probably get 32 gigabytes of RAM, but you need a minimum of 16 gigabytes of RAM.
100%. Yep.
Oh,
And 1 terabyte of storage.
Yeah.
well, you can always, well, I was gonna say you could always replace the storage, but that takes a little bit of technical
Yeah.
wherewithal. You got to unscrew the thing, take out the old hard drive, put it in. But yeah, minimum 1 terabyte of storage, and then if uh, either an M1, if you can get
Yeah.
it, or an M2.
Yep, I agree 100%. Yep. But
You could probably
definitely
save money by getting an M1.
Yep, and the M1 is a very powerful chip, especially the Pro model
Yeah.
is a very powerful
I
chip.
see this person with a M. Let me make sure they're scammer, not a scammer. Yeah, this person has a M2 for 900.
Yo, that's a
My
very good
client
price.
is going crazy.
That's a really good price for this?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I mean, if it has 16 gigabytes of RAM and the storage space that you need, yeah, it's a very good price, bro.
Let's check this. Perfect condition. How many gigabytes of RAM does it need?
16.
Dude, it only has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes. Wait, is this the actual right model? It just says, I upgraded to M4, no longer needed.
Definitely focus on the RAM. Definitely focus on the RAM. The RAM is so fucking important, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to my MacBook.
Okay, this one's 2300. What the hell?
I mean, that's a reasonable price. I bought my M2 Pro 16-inch cost me 3.5k euro.
What?
Yeah,
Nah, this is troll.
no, I
Wait,
swear.
no. No, this is troll. I don't remember them being this expensive. I was used to like
Oh,
the
MacBooks,
2000
yeah.
price.
No,
Dude,
bro.
MacBooks are insane.
I used to
Yeah.
use my dad's MacBook as a kid and stuff. But no freaking way.
Yeah, I mean that was 15 years ago. Inflation, bro. Inflation.
1500. Do they not sell their old models as soon? So they're not going to sell the M2 model anymore. What an Apple thing to freaking do. I'm trying to look for the price for the M2 model, and I guess they're just not selling it anymore.
What? No, there is no way. Do you mean in Apple stores?
On their website, they're just not selling it anymore.
What?
Yeah, they're not selling it.
That's absolutely crazy.
They're not selling any older models, so they only have MacBook Pro 14-inch, and yeah, M4 Pro. Those are the only options. That's
Checking
terrible.
Amazon. Checking Amazon, bro.
I'll check. I bought a Galaxy Tab S9 from Amazon, and that was the worst experience ever. I don't know if like they messed up on something, the M2 MacBook Pro, but I ended up returning it.
Check
Anyways,
out check out for this model. I've sent the specs in the chat. This is probably the best all around value for money model you can buy.
Okay.
It's the 14-inch model, the M2 Pro with 10 cores, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and 512 gigabytes of storage, and 16-core GPU.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. And then the only thing you install on the main thing is your software. Everything else you just need an external hard drive.
Yeah, exactly. And you can also pay for the iCloud services. Like
Yeah, I already paid for
yeah.
iCloud now, actually.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. 2023. I'm looking 1360 for this one that you suggested. That's not bad. I want to spend $1,000 less though. That's where my budget is standing. Yeah, not $1,000 less. I only want to spend $1,000 for this computer. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm looking at I'm looking.
So in
It's crazy
Amazon,
'cause they kind of.
so in Amazon, this model costs 1.7K
Euros?
USD, 1.7K USD.
Hmm.
You should be able to
Wait,
find
are you looking at the M4 or the M2?
M2.
Dude, they must be showing you a different price because, oh no, see, this one's refurbished actually. Okay, so they must have some type of issue, refurbished one, for them to be doing $300 almost less.
Wait, so what?
Yo, go ahead.
What are you trying to do?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy at least a new MacBook where I want $1,000. That's the minimum the max I want to spend. That's like where my budget's
But
standing
like,
right now.
are you just trying? What are you like? Are you trying to make? What are you trying to make on it?
I'm just trying to run everything smoothly. Right now, for me, anytime I run an application, I have to run that individual application, right? Even if it's a web application through Chrome, like currently my computer, I have to run each application separately. That's the reason I can't use WAP on my computer at the same time because it's going to be so laggy and slow. So,
All right, guys, I'm gonna be back in a bit.
okay,
Okay, bro.
fantastic. But yeah,
I just think that you're gonna get your best deal at a MacBook repair shop. Like that's the best place you're gonna get.
let me see if they even have any of those type of things near me. They probably do.
And
If you tell them your budget, you're gonna get us something crazy.
yeah, and also check
Pawn shops.
like all the shops that are showing to the customers the laptops and
Yeah.
all these laptops are getting resold again to other stores. Maybe you can find something like that.
Yeah.
To be honest, I found the
Mm.
model that I sent you here in Greece for 1,000 euro.
Okay, can you
Bro,
send a link?
LopU is dead today.
It's because of us, dude. We're not in there. No, just
Yeah,
joking.
yeah, no, that's correct actually.
Dude, but also because I don't know what
Is Diego there?
Genius is doing. Yeah, he's there, but
Mm.
I don't know what he's doing because he's not live or anything
Wait, what?
on other channels. He's just live in the WAP.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, so this is my model.
I,
It still costs 3.4k euro, bro.
Yeah. Dude.
it definitely makes a lot of sense right now. What we were talking about yesterday about creating a clip WAP for established creators. Like if we make a business out of that,
Yeah.
I think that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just based on the
A clipping
attention that
agency.
they're giving it.
A clipping agency. That's what we would name ourselves. I think they have those out there. But obviously, this is like so fresh of a market too for the clipping stuff. The algorithms haven't catched up on it, so I'm happy. Yeah. Ooh. Wait, I can get this one tomorrow. It's $909. Please. There has to be something.
The model that I sent you.
Yeah, 2022 Apple MacBook Pro M2 13-inch, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 256 SS storage, and space gray renewed, $909, and it can come tomorrow.
Is it
Dude,
is it straight from a store?
no, refurbished. There has to be
Wait,
something going on.
what was it? What was it?
2022 Apple MacBook Pro with Apple M2 with Apple M2 chip, 13-inch, 16 gigabytes RAM, 256 SSD.
Bro, I believe.
Oh yeah, that makes about.
Bro,
That
Yeah,
sounds like it could be possible.
I believe you can
Yeah,
find.
it's Amazon though.
I believe you can find. Amazon is stupid expensive. I believe you can find this exact model for the same money if you search enough. I truly believe you can find it for 1k.
Oh, have you looked at eBay?
I have not.
Yeah, look at
I'm
eBay.
not going to be no, dude. I'm not the guy. If you want to find on eBay and trust it
Yeah,
and
don't-
send
I
it to
don't
me,
trust
I'll
eBay.
trust you if you send it to me versus
Yeah.
me trying to do it.
Yeah,
I don't trust
yeah.
myself in eBay, bro.
I agree. I agree so much, bro. I don't trust eBay at all.
What is this long ass link, dude? I copied this link. I was like, what the heck? It looks like this. Okay, there we go.
I think we can. I think we're gonna be able to onboard a ton of new users to WAP.
Yeah. Through the live streaming
Yeah.
feature or what?
Yo, what is
Well,
this?
I think
What is
just
this link?
yeah. Which one?
I'm back. I'm back.
What? Oh, he
No,
must have
bro.
copied that through.
Yo, the link that
Yeah.
you sent me, it is stupid expensive, bro.
Well, how much is it on your side? What does it say for you?
$1,859.
USD?
Yeah, USD 1,859.
How did it change the price? It's 909 for me right now. Dude, what the heck?
Yo, I don't know what's up,
Dude,
but
dude, if they're doing that, that's the biggest scam ever. Look at that. Look, I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this. So let me turn my thing off. Okay. You see that? That's 909.
yeah, I see. Check that out.
So they changed the price as soon as it was sent to you?
Yeah, check that out. I'm sending a screenshot. Do you see
Oh,
this?
dude, look at that. Yo,
Yo, that's crazy.
that's
It's
a
909,
lawsuit right
95.
there, bro.
This says it's like in a different country. That's weird.
It does it check on your the delivery tab here. Where does it show the delivery for?
Okay, let me check.
I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Dude,
That was weird.
well, if I'm being honest, we don't have Amazon in Greece.
yeah, no, but check the delivery tab. Where's it showing that the delivery is for? Because that matters more than anything.
Wait, let me share my screen. Here.
It's on the left side. This item cannot be shipped to your selected location. Okay, add a location, click it, change it, and put US and put 23455. That's my location.
23445.
Yeah, 455. Oh, you press apply next time.
Yo!
Okay.
Do you
Good,
see
good.
this?
Yeah, it went down in price. So yeah, that's the right price.
Yo, this is an absolute scam. But oh my god, bro.
Yeah, the
We could
price.
start a OnlyFans clipping agency now that like we just find all the bodies, bro. Jeez, her tatas are so tata.
Yo, by the way, here in Greece, there are thousands of girls that are trying to do OnlyFans, and none of them are succeeding.
Dude,
Because they
Yeah.
don't.
dude, it's
because
so evil, dude. The OnlyFans stuff is so evil.
I agree.
I'm telling you, it's evil.
I agree.
Do you want to know what's the average amount of money they make annually per OnlyFans model? It's like $100.
Yeah. You
Like,
told me
average.
in another stream. Yeah,
That's-
that's crazy.
That means even the people who are making millions, they're getting it's out skewing the people making millions. That means they're definitely such a high influx of users. Dude, it's evil, man.
Well, I'm
And
going
you
to
know
be
what
honest,
happens?
bro. I'm going
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, even if you want to sell your pussy, like,
Yeah.
you still need to know about business and
Marketing.
strategies and marketing
Yep.
and social media and video editing and videography and photography.
Yeah.
Like,
And they
it's not-
forget that. But this is
Yeah.
what happens. This is what happens. Okay, let's just say a girl, she finally gets that first subscriber. She's going, especially she's been going on a drought where she hasn't gotten another subscriber. This is her first, and it's been 10 months since she created her OnlyFans. She will overdo herself to that person. And next thing you know, she pretty much destroys her mentality on men. That's the worst thing.
I'm going to be honest. An OnlyFans agency will go crazy here in Greece and in Balkans.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I swear it is such. Oh my god, bro, you guys don't even want to know how many girls are trying to do OnlyFans with the most disgusting way. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Dude, it's crazy. I'm so disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. You know what we should do? No, that wouldn't even work. The government wouldn't like that. They wouldn't do that. I was thinking to tax companies like this an extra amount, like just say tax them 30% more and utilize those funds towards funding sex education for young girls. That would be great. That would be great. Have you all utilized Afterpay before?
Wait, what?
Afterpay? Have you all used Afterpay before?
No. What's that?
It's like a pay in four thing, like how Klarna is, or
Yeah, I know Klarna.
yeah, it's similar to that, but this one with Afterpay, it's not attached to credit. It's just that you sign up for it, and then they'll give you a small limit, or some people they give a higher limit, and you pay from there. You start like utilizing, and then they'll increase your limit. I was thinking about trying it with this here, but they always have weird freaking rules. That's what I'm worried about. You know something? I could probably call them and manually find out this is a good idea. Yeah, look.
I'm going to end the stream to the other platforms and keep only the WOP one.
Okay. Fantastic. Yep.